This is Marley. She's a 15-week-old golden retriever. She's been with me for about a week, maybe a week and a couple of days. Today, I'm gonna show you the entire progression, teaching her a heel and how to get into the heel position using food all the way up to a slip lead. Let's get started. Ready? Yes. 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 So this is a straight line food lure. What I'm looking for is the dog to connect with my hand. So I move the hand just slightly faster than my dog is moving, and as soon as she gets to it, she's gonna hear the mark yes, and then get rewarded. This is gonna teach the dog to follow my hand wherever I put it. Yes. 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 As I change my orientation to forward, what I'm looking for is still gonna be the dog to pass by me on my left-hand side. This is gonna be important for the dog to learn how to get into the heel position from the front. Yes. 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 Now I'm gonna fake her out. At the back side of my lure, I'm gonna switch my hand this way and come forward. Another quick tip is to make sure that when you're holding the food in your hand, you cover with your thumb like this. This allows for the dog to put their nose right here, like this is a button, and I just unlock the food for them immediately. As soon as they touch here, I open up that thumb and allow them access to the food. If the dog starts getting a little bit tricky and tries to turn around before my hand does, I'll reward in the back again a few times just to make sure that she has the confidence to go all the way behind me. Yes. 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 When I want to start using the word in this position, I'll say it first before I start moving. I have my dog's attention. I'll say heel, lure back behind me, turn in, yes. Yes. We'll do a couple of those. Heel. Yes. Yes. Good girl. I like to bring the dog right back out in front into a sit or a down, then I can restart it from this neutral position. Heel. Yes. Ooh. Yes. All done. Okay. The next step is gonna be to add a leash to this. So I'm gonna put my slip lead on and work her through a couple of more steps. Another little tip that's fun with a leash like this, especially with a slip lead, you take the food, you put your hand through the slip lead like this, you allow the dog access to the food, cover with the slip, and now the dog doesn't worry that they were captured. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to that same picture. So you're gonna see the same picture I was doing with the food lure, except this time I'm gonna do it with leash pressure. I'll keep the dog stable on this side with food. Take the food away, add a little pressure. Yes, good job. I'll lure her back to the original position. Take the hand away, little pressure. Yes, good girl, very nice. That's a very smart girl. That's so good. Yeah. When the dog understands leash pressure in this way, this falls more into the category of help than it does pressure. I'm not hurting the dog, they're not under that much pressure or stress. They're hopefully understanding that the pressure on the collar correlates directly to getting a reward from me. Yes. And you can see that this dog is under very little pressure. As soon as she feels it, she pops over and looks for that reward. Yes. The next step is to move and change my position so that my orientation is forward again, and I'm looking for that get in position on the left-hand side. We'll get the dog squared right in front like we did before with the food, and then use the leash to pull the dog into position. As soon as she gets past my leg, I'm gonna use the word YES and give her a reward. Yes. Yes. Good job. Very nice. All right. Now I'm gonna hold the marker until the dog is in the position that I want, and I might even add the sit. We'll see how she does. Yes. Nice girl. All right. So we've done so many reps of these with positive reinforcement and tons of food that she's really looking for that finished heel position right away. Yes. Good job. Good girl. Now I can add that word back in. Heel. Good. 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 Yes. Good girl. That was so nice. You can see also that I've added that good marker to create duration in the heel position so that she's just sitting there looking, waiting for food. I can also at this time switch my reinforcement to the left hand if I want to. It could give me a little bit more control about where I put her head. Heel. Good. 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 Yes. Nicely done, girl. All right. Good. Good. As I start the next stage, what I'm looking for is a little bit of movement in the heel. I'm gonna take a few steps and then reward the dog again for that stop sit position. So I'm gonna go all the way back to the beginning of my wall right here so I can take a few short steps and then get another stop sit right there. Heel. Good. I'll feed. Good. And then heel. Good. Heel. Good. Yes. Good girl. And as my dog is following me, I go back to the beginning of my wall. Heel. Good. Oh, she came forward a little bit. I'll reset her. Heel. Good. Heel. Good. As long as my dog is kind of surging forward here, I'll keep them in the position and wait until they get comfortable. Good. Heel. Yes. Good. Heel. Good. 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 Heel. I'm just gonna do some walking around. What you'll see is I'm gonna position the dog next to something. Good. So that her butt doesn't spin out. Heel. And I can do this. Good. Simultaneously creating some good generalization for my dog, being able to perform this task when she's not right up against the initial object. Heel. Good. Heel. Good. Good. Heel. Good. She did a great job. She ate about a cup and a half of food during that session, and she's gonna go take a nap probably. That was a lot of hard brain work for this girl.